When Microsoft first announced the Xbox One X at E3, people wanted to know what games would be getting the X treatment, whether it's 4K Ultra HD, HDR, or the enhanced moniker. And there's been a bunch of games listed so far. Now you can add 2 more games to the list. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. And we got another 2 games being added to the Xbox One and Xbox One X, and God, I hate saying the Xbox One X. I was screwed up somehow. But anyways, we got another 2 games added to the list, and we're talking about this briefly. It's going to be a short video. As you guys can see, we have Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, available October 27th, 2017. A game that I am so looking forward to play. It might actually be my most anticipated game of the fall. And you can see here, it's going to be 4K Ultra HD, HDR, and Xbox One X Enhanced. Now, I know from Microsoft's listing of 4K Ultra HD, it could either be native 4K, it could be dynamic 4K, or it could be checkerboarded 4K. Obviously, we don't know what it is, but it's going to be 4K Ultra HD. And this is kind of what people wanted. Like, when they buy the X, they want their games to play at the best resolution they possibly can. Now, if you guys remember, Wolfenstein 1 ran on id Tech 5. That was the engine, and it ran at 60 frames with a resolution scale, or dynamic resolution scale, smooth as butter. I cannot see any scenario where they move it to 30 frames on consoles. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus will be 60 frames on Xbox and PlayStation 4. The question is, I'm sure people are wondering, will it be native or checkerboarding? Now, this game is a corridor shooter. 60 frames per second is obviously a must. I'm going to say that this game is probably checkerboarded 4K. That's my initial guess. I would say it's checkerboarded. I don't know. I don't think it'll be native. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm more excited for the 60 frames because honestly, they can't go from 60 frames to the first game and then 30 frames to the second game, right? That's just not realistically. They would get eaten alive if they decided to do that. So 60 frames, 4K, whether native, checkerboarding, or whatever. HDR, though, that's going to be huge. HDR is a game changer, especially for a lot of games, man. The colors just pop, and it's so great. And Xbox One and X Enhanced, maybe some better draw distances, maybe some better load times and things like that. Cannot wait for Wolfenstein 2. The only issue I have with this right now is it comes out October 27th, and Xbox One X comes out on November 7th, and I want to play this game day 1. But the more I put off games to play them with the X, the other games keep on building up. So it's like, I want to play this right away, but it's like, if I wait, what it'd be, like a week or more than a week, I could play it on the X. But then it's like, oh, well, there's also Call of Duty and all the other games. So this is the one game. This is one game of the 2. The other one, as you can see, we have The Evil Within 2 now, both games from Bethesda, who have a pretty good relationship with Microsoft. Now, Evil Within 2 is available October 13th. And it too also will be in 4K Ultra HD, have HDR support, and Xbox One X Enhanced. Now, if you guys remember, The Evil Within 1 ran in that weird aspect ratio where it put a black bar at the top and a black bar at the bottom. Now, that was removed in a later update, but the game was always 30 frames per second. So I can't see them bumping up the frame rate, so I expect it to stay at 30. And I expect it to have a normal resolution, or normal, like, none of the bar stuff, right? None of the aspect ratio. I expect it to be, what it was after the update. So 4K Ultra HD, once again, is it going to be native? Is it going to be checkerboard, or is it going to be dynamic? I don't know, and I don't think anybody else really knows just yet. The interesting thing, though, is that so far none of these games have been really announced for the Pro, or at least their features for the Pro. So it'll be interesting to see what these games come out on the Pro. Are they going to be 4K on the Pro? Are they going to have HDR on the Pro? It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But I have this first game. I have The Evil Within 2, but I haven't played Evil Within. So I gotta, if I want to play the second one, I should probably get on playing the first one. And once again, October 13th. So with all, like, that's the problem with the games coming out before the release of the X. It's like, okay, this is gonna get an update in 4K. It's gonna have HDR, which is really cool. I have a 4K TV. I can take advantage of all these features. But it's like, man, if I push back all these games to the X, it's like all the games that are coming out around the X, like Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Need for Speed and Call of Duty and all the Crackdown and Super Lucky's Tales, all those games will just even get piled on more. So it's like, I got a dilemma here. I got a dilemma. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you this little bit of information. I know a lot of you are craving info about what games will be enhanced for the Xbox One X. Well, here you go. 2 more added to the pile. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, and Evil Within 2 all coming out before the X. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you're in the same kind of dilemma as me. Do you want to play these games right away, but then you want to play them in the X? Let me know what you think. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing for more content. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later.